I am fairly new to RuneScape, and I'm just trying to do all the story on an Ironman. That is literally the premise of the series. It's now also in the title. Yippee! You know exactly what this is. Now, one thing that I noticed, please bank teller shut up, is that I have some talismans, like I have air, mind, body, fire, water, cosmic, nature talismans, but I don't have things like death or chaos talismans, and these kind of things are not easy to get. Even if I was to like grind out the levels in order to make those runes, I can't easily make those runes because I have no access to the talisman. So this is a two-parter where I address that exact issue, or at least attempt to, depending on how played Guardians of the Rift minigame is. Hopefully kinda played, because I want to do Guardians of the Rift minigame in order to grind out some points in order to redeem them for some extra talismans. I think that that's gonna really help. So the first thing that I need to do for that is enter the Abyss mini quest. I've never done this thing, and it starts somewhere over there. And because it's a mini quest, it's not really marked on the map, so we're just gonna run out here and try to figure out where this is. Hopefully I'm gonna find it all right. That being said, I'm now gonna go off to run there. Yeah. I'm still walking there. I will say though that whenever I get hit by RuneScape soundtrack, and majority of the times when I'm grinding, I'm playing with music off because I have a 2-monitor setup, which means that I can like watch or listen to something else. Majority of the times when I'm like preparing to record and I turn the sound back on and I'm hit by the soundtrack, it's just such waves of nostalgia, man. Especially in the free-to-play areas. Those hit the hardest. We made it here, but this guy is standing in a very, very annoying spot because there are quite a few skeletons rather close to him, and I don't like that fact. I managed to grab a picture of him, so we may as well talk. If you want to talk, this isn't the place for it. Meet me in Varrock's Chaos Temple by the rune shop. Unless you're here to buy something? Alright, I'll go. Though, I do want to trade on... What do you... You have a little bit of runes. The prices aren't gigantic. But if I just, like, bought runes off him... that would add up really, really fast. Considering that... I only have, like, what, 1,000,000 gold? It sounds big, but it's hard to get gold for me. That was from me selling mithril while training smithing, so like I would make armor and I would sell it. So that's like the biggest that my money pile is gonna be in a long while. I also like how the wilderness ditch gives you a very loud notification going, "Are you sure? It's quite dangerous out there. Aren't you scared that you're gonna like die or something?" When the start of my quest is there, like, game, I have no choice. I have no say in that matter whatsoever. Also, if you find me, like, glancing to the side like this, or, like, with my eyes, it's because my recording software is on my second monitor, so whenever I want to pause it, I kind of have to turn my head away from staring at my camera to look at where the pause button is. And here's our guy! Now only if he has been here all the time. Why did you make me come out all the way to a whole bunch of skeletons? Though suspiciously they weren't like attacking you, they were only attacking me, so maybe you just are a skeleton admirer for all I know and like looking at skeletons. Oh, you again. The wilderness is hardly the appropriate place for conversation now, is it? Yeah, I like wonder about that. Like why are you just like standing out there? What was it that you wanted? To be fair, he has no health bar, so he's unkillable absolutely anywhere, which is not something that players can relate to even. I didn't really want anything. So why did you approach me? I was just wondering why you sell runes in the wilderness. Yeah, precisely! Why are you there? Well, I can't go doing it in the middle of Varrock, can I? In case you haven't noticed, I'm a servant of Zamorak. The Saradominists have made sure that people like me are not welcome in these parts. Yet you have a chaos altar and the carpet matches your drapes. Which makes me think that you definitely belong in this room. Where do you get your runes from? Well, we craft them, of course. We? My associates and I. Despite the best attempts of the Saradominists, there's still more of us around than they would like. Can't imagine they like you crafting runes much. Do they not try to stop you? Definitely recording, that's good. Ha! I'm sure that they would love to, but we have methods of rune crafting that they can only dream of. Care to share? Why would I? You're not a member of our institute. How do I know you won't just go and share all of our secrets with those Saradominus fools in the Order of Wizards? Maybe I can make it worth your while? How? What do you have to offer? Well, what is it that you want? Until recently, our rune crafting secrets allowed us to produce runes at a far superior rate compared to the inept Order of Wizards, but something has changed. From what we can gather, they somehow rediscovered how to access the lost rune essence mine. Ah, well, I know all about that. I was actually the one to help them do it. You did what? You helped the Order of Wizards? Yeah, probably like telling your enemy that you helped your enemy is not a good idea. And like, look, the guy is dressed in red. He must be evil, right? Yes, but I'm a free agent and I have absolutely no morals whatsoever. So, you're a mercenary with no allegiance? Not the type I like working with, but if you have knowledge of the rune essence mine, I seemingly have little choice. Alright, if you help us access the rune essence mine, we will share our rune crafting secrets with you in return. Deal! Just deal. Good. Now all I need from you is the spell that will teleport me to the rune essence mine. I don't actually know the spell? What? Then how do you get there? Oh, well, the people who do know this spell just teleport me directly. I see. That makes this slightly more complex, but no matter. You can still help us. How? I'll give you a scrying orb with a standard cipher spell cast upon it. The orb will absorb mystical energies that it is exposed to. If you teleport to the rune essence mine from 3 different locations, the orb will absorb the energies of the spell and allow us to reverse engineer the magic behind it. Do you know of 3 different people who can teleport you there? Maybe? Well, if not, I'm sure one of those fools in the Order of Wizards can tell you. Now here's the orb. That is a very nice round orb. I would love to ponder that. Can I... Okay, unfortunately no interaction to ponder the orb. I'm pretty sure that a guy at the wizard's tower can teleport us. My mind's a bit hazy about that because I've been using this guy in Varrock the whole time. I would teleport, I would mine, and then I would like leave. And then the bank is like right there. So we're gonna try and look around the wizard's tower. And if you remember, we have done Ardone Cape like really recently. I'm so happy about that. I'm gonna like super show it off. By which I mean I'm gonna use it to teleport back to Ardone. Because if you remember, I talked to a whole bunch of people in Ardone to just see what does this cookie do. And one of them can teleport us to the wizard mine, so like fingers crossed, teleportation to the rune essence mine from the wizard's tower exists. Because if it does, then hoopty-doopty, I've solved this quest effectively. So lots of mini quests. Let's go there. I didn't really expect that he was gonna provide me with any sort of knowledge, honestly. Like, I just knew that I needed this in order to do a quest, in order to do the mini game to get more talismans, so I didn't think about what this quest like gives individually, so that's gonna be interesting. Hey, we're kinda at the wizard's tower, but at this point I have been fucking with quest sorting, and I can make them sort themselves by difficulty. I just noticed. And that lists out a lot of novice quests, which of course we have done quite a few, but also we haven't done quite a few. So I thought that after I get my runes sorted, if like I don't get new grand goals, it might be an idea to just like sort them and start doing the novice ones first. I'm confident that I can like definitely do the novice ones, and I've done some intermediate ones, so it's probably okay. I can probably allow myself to have like a nice relaxing break while we do the novice ones, which means I don't play RuneScape too heavily. I just like log in to record the quests, I do as much progress on my account off camera as I want. This like lets me binge some other games, it lets me relax a little, and then by the time we get to intermedia, I can get all serioso again. I think that system might just get me the break that I've been wanting to just kind of, you know, relax, take some time for myself for a little bit. And it also might be a fun way to go. Except that, of course, by the time that I'm hitting experience quests, I'm gonna be shitting my pants. Anyway, we have come to the wizards! Hurrah! Aha! This guy has a teleport button. That's what I was looking for. No other wizards have a teleport button, but he has a teleport button, and that completes an easy task. Task. I think that we should like leave as normal. And then I get to show off my really awesome cape. Because I still love this. I still love that this is the thing. What a great item. Like seriously, the only infinite teleport items that I have is like this one and the one that takes you to Mauritania. So it never stops surprising me. I hate things that you like have to re-enchant, things that have uses, things that like run out, spells consume runes. I love objects that are like entirely free to use. They just feel like such a great upgrade. So I'm never gonna stop being happy about the fact that this cape is a thing, man. I love it so much. It's like the greatest thing ever. Just the fact that I can like click on it and just like whoosh! I peaked my mic, sorry about that. But like whoosh! All the way to Ardone. And I don't need to cross the silly old mountain to get all the way over here. I don't need to run all this way. It is just so awesome, man. I love items like this. I love that there are 2 items. And it's this one and the Mauritania one that I have found so far. If I find the 3rd one, I will probably completely lose my mind. I will be like, whoa, you mean there's more? There's more free teleports? Just infinite free teleports? Are you kidding me? I get to mark off more infinite locations? That is so cool. I am pretty sure that that is it. Pretty sure that we have done 3. I teleported the rune essence mine from 3 different locations while carrying the orb. I should take the orb back to him. Fair enough. I think the easiest way to come back right now is the Lumbridge home teleport. I love that this is a thing, but it takes 30 minutes to recharge, so it's not quite infinite. How many times do you need a Lumbridge home teleport? I don't know, probably not that often, but I don't like countdowns, man. I like my teleports free. Hey, buddy, I'm back! Hopefully you're just gonna take your orb. Have you managed to use the scrying orb to obtain the information I need? Here you go. Right, let's take a look at this orb. Yes, this will do nicely. Once again, the Zamorak Magical Institute has overcome the Order of Wizards. Do you think that they ever use, like, the shortened version of their names, considering that everything's, like, capitalized, so it's, like, ZMI and... Oob! I like Oob! Has a ring to it! You have done well. Now time for us to uphold our end of the bargain. The reason we're able to craft so many runes is because we do not visit the runic altars in the traditional way. Instead, we have found a way to teleport to them directly. How? Via another plane known as the Abyss. It is a complex place that cannot be easily explained, but I will share research notes with you so that you may enter. You may better understand it, that is. So, can I use the Abyss? Yes. Visit me in the wilderness whenever you wish to be teleported there. Just be careful, for it is a dangerous place. Still, I'm sure you'll agree that the risk is worth the reward. How is it dangerous? There are creatures there that will hurt and attack any visitors on sight. The magic we use for teleporting there can also be a bit unstable. What do you mean? Just don't expect to be using any prayers in there. Anyway, you may also have this pouch as well. I'm sure you will find it useful. Now we're done here. Can you tell me more about your group? I suppose you have proven yourself trustworthy. We are a group of mages in service to Zamorak. Our group is called Zamorak Magical Institute, or ZMI for short. They do use the shortenings. Order of Wizards will just have, like, chef's kiss kind of shortening. Few actually know of us. Saradominus groups like Order of Wizards hold sway over these lands, so we are forced to work in the shadows. However, make no mistake, our power far exceeds theirs. You don't seem to like the Order of Wizards very much, or like I like to call them, Oob! And why would we? Did you know that the Order of Wizards wasn't always a Saradominus group? Once they allowed mages of all faiths to study with them, but they became greedy. What happened? They started to desire more control. They banned Zamorakian wizards from certain areas of study, claiming them to be too dangerous. In reality, they just wanted that knowledge for themselves. It all went wrong for them, of course. A Zamorakian wizard made a great breakthrough in teleportation magic, but Saradominus stole his research. They used it to perform a ritual, but their lack of understanding caused it to go wrong. The entire wizard's tower burned down. Many were killed, and years of research destroyed. Naturally, they blamed the Zamorakians, claimed we intentionally burnt the tower down. After the tower was rebuilt, we were banished from the Order of Wizards and forced underground. And that's how ZMI was formed. Exactly. You know, I heard a very different story about how the tower burned down. From a member of the Oob. That's right. I thought as much. Do you want something else? Can you tell me more about the Abyss? It is a hard place to describe. We often refer to it as another plane, but that isn't quite accurate. If anything, it is more like a plane that sits between all other planes. Right, and what does it have to do with rune crafting? In truth, nothing at all. However, it has everything to do with teleportation. You see, time and space work differently in the Abyss. For example, you can travel to the abyss, walk a few steps, and then exit, only to find yourself somewhere completely different from where you entered. You might even find yourself on a different plane. You can also enter the abyss and spend days there, but on your return, only moments have passed. This is why the abyss is so useful. It can be used as an effective hub for teleportation. In fact, all teleportation that we know of uses the abyss, you just don't realize it. Wait, so when I teleport, I'm actually traveling through the abyss? In some ways, I suppose you are. Whenever you use a teleport spell, that spell is actually traveling through the abyss and using it to link two places together. So did you discover the abyss? No, knowledge of the abyss has existed for a long time, hence it being used for teleportation. However, we believe we may be the first to have properly gained access in centuries. How did you manage it? By complete accident. One of our initiates was performing a routine teleportation experiment when something went wrong. Instead of ending up at their destination, they found themselves in the abyss. Now, do you want something else? No, thanks. You also gave me a book. What kind of essence pouch is this? Whatever it is, I should probably keep it. How long is this book? Pretty long. Wow, this instruction manual goes on for like ages. I am gonna assume I'm gonna be okay. Abyss seems to be a strange dimension that sits between all other planes. You may enter and then leave from an identical spot, yet reappear many hundreds of miles away. Key to teleportation magic. Spellcasters entering the abyss when teleporting. Extensive use for teleportation is something we have to be cautious of. We have observed that the barriers between Gielinor and the abyss are seemingly becoming weaker through excessive use. Oh my, that's not good. If care is not taken, the barriers to the abyss could break down entirely. Indeed, we have already had isolated reports between ZMI of strange creatures entering Gielinor from the abyss. That's really not good. Still, while the dangers are clear, the weakening of these barriers may prove useful if the correct care is taken. Oh, that's evil. Perhaps an alternative method to proceed with Operation Transient may present itself. One that won't alert the followers of other deities to our plans. I literally have a feeling that you're gonna like bring down whole hell upon everyone else, and I don't like that idea. So as much as you like to paint yourself as not the bad guy, this book suggests something that is pretty bad. When you have accepted the abyss, benefits of exploring this resource more obvious. Certain creatures of abyss contain a necessary surplus of organs. Wow, that's a sentence. Sample XJ13 and managed to place 6 parts in a space that would seemingly only hold 1. Huh, interesting. Suppose you can apply this technology to bags. Continued experimentation with these samples showed that moving items between our dimension and the abyss degraded the use of these pouches, but casting simple transfiguration spell upon them while within the abyss restored their usage back to the original result. Ah, so they degrade with time and you need to upkeep them? Harvest the creatures for their organs, but be cautious. Abyss creatures are very aggressive. I just found them the Lost Rune Essence mine, so... yeah. Whoops! Oh, so this holds Rune Essence? Nice! Abyss was a fluke. We made initiates cast teleportation spells. One of the initiates failed his teleport and appeared in the abyss. At the time of writing, the initiate is still there, so without him the portal spell will collapse. Jesus Christ, you made somebody live in there permanently? Next to the slow passage of time within the abyss, he is unlikely to tire, so will not need relieving anytime soon. Jesus, that's evil. Now, originally only intended as a way for us to access the abyss, the portal spell soon proved to have some very beneficial side effects. Portals to runic altars. Runecrafting gold mine. They don't like that Uv is increasing their production. The rune essence mine mentioned again. They want to survey them, and that's it. That was the full book. That sounded pretty evil to me. I know that you just heard the short version of me just reacting to very specific sentences, but like, that sounded pretty evil to me. Just the fact that they have like a poor guy living inside the abyss. Because they're like, if you leave, we have literally no idea how you came in to begin with, so like, the portal leaves with you, I guess, and that wouldn't be very good, so like, poor kid. Or the fact that teleporting is like weakening the barrier between Gielinor and the Abyss. I don't like that information. That's not very fun to know. But anyway, thank you for watching. This has been huge lore drops. Wow, I didn't expect that from like a super short quest. I will see you the next time. When we do, I'm gonna check my tabs. Temple of the Eye, because I'm holding notes about what quests I need to do and what quests I don't need to do. And we get to enjoy Enter the Abyss being gloriously green. I'm loving this so much. So, let's do Temple of the Eye next week. And then after that, I'm probably gonna resort my quest list and we're gonna start knocking out those Novice quests. A lot of them are already green. So it won't take me too long, hopefully. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you for my Patreon supporters. I am here every Friday, and hopefully with the new name, it's very clear what I'm delivering. And toodaloo, till the next Friday, unless you're into Infinity Nikki, then see you in my other videos. And some other random videos that I might throw out here and there. It's an interesting channel. Anyway, toodaloo!